Well, Chris, it's great to see you. It must be amazing, I'd have thought, to be back here at the Brit Oval.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. I spent a couple of fantastic years here where we played some pretty great cricket. It was pretty enjoyable. So it's actually nice to be back here.
Now, just talk to us how this move has come about. You signed to play 2020 for Surrey this season. How did the move come about?
Well, since retiring, I've kept on playing cricket. I've still played club cricket up and down the country. And over the last few years, I've been playing quite a few games for the PCA. And they've got their Masters series, which is pretty good, which is 20 over stuff that they play, some against county opposition. Each year they play the tourists. So I've had an introduction of the 2020 that way, and it's gone pretty well. A few conversations were had at the end of the year, and here I am.
What was your first reaction when they approached you about coming and playing 2020?
I was pretty keen. 2020 is something obviously I didn't get to play during my time, but it's something I've looked at, and I think it's a pretty sensational format of the game actually. You get to do everything in the short spaces of time. You get to bowl your overs, you get to have a bit of a swipe with the bat, you can throw yourself around in the field. It's very exciting stuff.
Mark Butcher and Alan Butcher have said one of the main things they're bringing with you is experience. You've played in a '92 World Cup final, you've bowled at the death, and that is something they're looking for, which you will definitely bring to the party.
I suppose it's always been my bag. In most cases, being the opening bowler, you come on when the slog is on to start off with, and you have a bit of a rest, and then you come back when another slog is on. So I'm used to that. I'm going to be prepared for that. Obviously, I'll hope to use some of the stuff that I've picked up over the years and try to get 1 or 2 wickets.
And the boys have been back at pre-season for 3 days now. They started last week, so you're taking this very seriously. Here you are, you've been in the gym, you're doing pre-season with them as well, aren't you?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, something I said to Al at the beginning, that if I was going to actually come back and give it a go, I know that 1 or 2 games have actually gone my way and gone pretty well. It's something that I wanted to actually do properly, not just turn up and actually play 2020. It's something I wanted to go into the gym, I wanted to do the work and see if the body was actually up to it. And so far, so good.
Did you ever imagine when you retired, I'll be back at the Brit Oval putting on a shirt? Well, we hadn't even heard of 2020 back then, but did you ever think it might happen?
Yeah, I thought that perhaps that at some point, perhaps there could be a comeback. However, I didn't necessarily expect that comeback to be at 40. To be perfectly honest, so I'm a bit late in the day, but all's well with the body, and really looking forward to it, and hope to do well.
That's the one thing that everybody said up there, is you get yourself incredibly fit as well, haven't you?
Well, yeah, going to the gym and staying in decent shape, I think, not just about sports, just helps your overall sort of standard of life, really. You feel healthier, you feel more confident. So it's obviously something that's held me in good stead, and it's enabled me to be able to come back and actually do what we're actually doing today.
And I thought you were looking forward to wandering out here in front of a packed house in your first 2020 game, aren't you?
Oh, for sure. I mean, like I said, I've had some wonderful days down here playing one-day stuff. We won a couple of one-day competition, and when the ground is full, it's absolutely fantastic. The new stand, I haven't actually played at the ground with the new stand. It looks a lot more like a stadium. Like I said, I mean, every bone in the body is excited about the summer.
And final question for you, how is it being back in that dressing room environment? Boys are back for pre-season, obviously. Mark Butcher was here last time you were here, but I thought for the younger lads, it's the first time you met them. Yeah,
I think it's gentle as you go. It's a new dressing room, as you say. There are 1 or 2 faces that I recognise, but obviously it's a new dressing room. You kind of feel your way around, but this being London, things tend to go quite smoothly.
Brilliant, Chris. Well, thanks for joining us. Fantastic move for you, and we look forward to seeing you playing in the 2020.
Pleasure.